Hello! This is our video about the most asked question in Ayurveda. You're gonna try to discover your dosha in one quiz and one question in one consultation. Ayurveda classify everything in nature based in the quantity of the 5 elements and its qualities. And the same happens with us. So we all human beings, animals, plants, spices, everything is formed based on the 5 elements, the quality of the 5 elements. Air, ether, fire, water, earth. So me and yourself, the exactly moment of conception, when the part of dad and mom got together and we have the conception. That was the moment when your prakruti, your constitution, your essence based in 5 elements was determined. So this, your essence, is determined in that time and never gonna change. That is kind of the vehicle that you come to this earth. You have more or less quantity of few elements based in the constitution of your mom and the constitution of your dad. And later on, we're gonna learn that depends of the imbalance is what was happening in their lives and in their health. You also carry some of that. And that changes how our constitution is perform and show in the world. But your basic constitution, your essence, the quantity of the elements in your body was determined in that exactly moment. So, if you come to this earth with more ether and air, we call in Ayurveda Vata dosha, a Vata prakruti. So, what are the qualities of someone that has a body with more strong constitution of Vata dosha? If we have more quantity of ether and air, the qualities of these elements are subtle, dry, very light. It has a roughness in terms of is the opposite of soft. Is very mobile, very subtle, very light, like the qualities of air and ether. There is an instability, there is a mobility, there is a lightness, there is a bit of a dryness, like the autumn, for example. We can think about Vata. So that's based how we classify foods and people and animals based on these qualities. If there is anything that has these qualities predominant, we classify as Vata dosha. Here, to illustrate a bit more these qualities, I co-create. Someone designed for me, of course, a design, a very special one, and with the qualities that I gave the input, what is to be a Vata goddess? How is the body of someone that came to this world with a lot of elements of ether and air. So you can see here in this figure that is a fine frame, is a subtle, there is a delicatess, there is a lightness in this body. The forms are very not symmetrical, they are irregular. That is a quality of Vata dosha. So even the face, nothing is very symmetrical, or too tall or too short. But the most important here, you can feel there is a subtle. It's like there is the qualities of a feather, the qualities of the qualities of there is a lightness in that personality, in that kind of body. We will talk much more about the qualities of Vata, but what I want you guys to discover here, while I present the 3 of them, you try to contact with yourself, your inner self, when you was a kid, before everything in your life happened, before all the imbalances of life. Contact with our essence. And then you, at the end of this class, gonna have a feeling, a resonance, what you have more of it. That's my goal here. So here, a Vata, someone that has a lot of Vata in the body, because of the qualities of so light, so subtle, has tendencies, has much more facility with anything that is inspirational. Everything around creativity, everything around intuition, everything around communication, movement, new, something that's always moving. If that words resonate with you, just hold them there. We're gonna present all of them. But as well, Vata dosha, a part of the Vata in the body, the Vata dosha is responsible for the functions in the body, everything that's related with breath, everything that's related with circulation, everything that's related to take nutrients from one place to other, and to start movement, to start the speak, with nervous system, all that little movements in the brain, all the connections. There is a lot of Vata dosha because there is space, there is movement there. We come a little bit more to that later, but hold her there with you. Kapha dosha, the junction of earth and water. So if in the moment of conception, dad and mom and imbalances, your body formed with all the 5 elements, but a bit more water and earth, we would call a Kapha prakruti, predominant. That's in a sense would for me illustrate a bit more like that goddess. This is the Kapha dosha. Can you picture the big difference between the frames here? Here there is a lightness in the frame, in the elements. Here there is a bit more density, a bit more of voluptuous form. So Kapha, because of the qualities of earth and water, they are heavy, they are consistent, they are stable, they are a bit more soft, a bit more oily, a bit more conscious. It's not as dry as air like Vata. It's very more soft and stable, and there is a bit of slow, it's a bit more slow. When I imagine earth and water, they move slow, like growing of a seed, nourishment. A cow, that's why there's some elements here. Cow is a very Kapha element. There is this, it's full like the foam, full of juices. What else? There is this river of emotions. It's very, very motive, everything that's related with water. So there is the stability of earth, but the emotions of water, that we usually have represent emotions with water. What else? The forms, the breasts and all the forms in the body, the hair, everything more thick, everything is more voluptuous. And the biggest quality, the biggest talent of someone that naturally born with a lot of Kapha prakruti is nourishment. That person always gonna be that brother or sister that always nourishing the family, that's nourishing the brothers and sisters, that always has a bit of mothering in all the actions, someone that's very sensitive to the feelings of the others, but in the terms that she will help, she will hold, someone that's stable, a friend that's always there to give a hug, to give a cuddle, to give stability, someone that always keep on doing the same thing for long term, someone that holds, has stability, has stamina. So if this resonates with you, but maybe not you right now, because that might have confusion with imbalances. Think about you in your raw form, in your child dreams, in your most young self, when you really have all the urge to be yourself. Few of us got this a bit compressed right in the childhood, so it might be hard to feel your real sense. So have some work to develop that with help of checking other qualities, but try to connect with this. So far we introduce the Vata, prakruti, that is Pitta and air. Is subtle, is inspirational, is light, is moving, has intuition. Here has the hummingbird, that would be an animal very Vata prakruti, that has this movement and the beauty and the inspiration is so related with this animal. And as well there is a third eye here representing this facility, because the person is so light that she connects easily with subtle energies, with subtle messages. That person that feels everything around, even what wasn't said. That person is easily affected by the emotions, by the hidden emotions that are around a conversation, a discussion. Everything would be kept much quicker, but as well with the unstable this person, much easier than the others. Very opposite to this one, that's much stable, that has a lot of emotions, but not in the terms of instability, in the terms of nourishing, hold these emotions, and feed and nourishing everybody that's around. Got with me? So now we talk about the Pitta prakruti, that would have a lot of fire and water as well. Fire, what the qualities of the element fire? Intensity, sharpness, quick, is very quick. And the qualities of water represented here in Pitta dosha would be more liquid. There is oily as well because of the intensity, and is hot. Different from Kapha and Pitta, Kapha and Vata. Vata is a cold energy. Think about Pitta and air, it's cold. Kapha is cold as well because of earth and water. Think about, put the hand in the earth. It's always cold energies. But Pitta goddess, Pitta prakruti, Pitta essence is hot. There is a intensity. There is this is quick, is mobile, but the intensity is the big difference. When you come to a constitution, a prakruti, a sense in the world that has a lot of fire in your body, you will be noted from far away. Your presence is very intense. Your actions are very transformative. You're responsible for metabolize. You're responsible for action, for fight, for fire, to solve things. You're the leader. You're the one that has the power, the courage to take challenges, to be always the first one, to open pathways. If Vata, because of the subtle energy, has ideas and can be very creative because has easily connect with everything that's around here, Pitta would do it. And she once someone gave a task, gave a challenge, gave an idea, she do it. She is that the person in the family that's always solving conflicts, that's practical solutions, that is taking the front, that is transforming, that is breaking things, that's destroying things, that's initiating process of transformation that can be easy or difficult. But there is a practical, there is think about fire and water. One have intensity. Imagine a flood water. There is a lot of intensity. The things gonna move, the things will change. We're gonna, the main responsibility of Pitta dosha in the body is break food, is the fire of transformation, is the fire of digesting ideas, digesting whatever comes in for the five senses, what else is captured by Vata. Pitta has to transform it inside your body. But think about it. Here, she's very symmetrical. That's the difference of the body. The eyes are very penetrant and intense. There is intensity in the speech as well. And here, the emotions are very heated. As an intense lover is loyal, is yes or no. So here, the tiger or the leopard animal would be a Pitta animal. So someone that when decide the action, go, and quick and efficient and do it, never mistake, and come back. Is not someone that has a lot of ideas and goes around and change very much and floats. Is not someone that stays with the prole, stays with the baby, nourish for a long time, and slow and take time to move like a cow. Is someone that is one and off. Someone that makes things happen quick and practical and efficient, and is the leader. So, how you feel about these essences? So when you meet this, think about who you are in your biggest essence, before all the imbalances and traumas and whatever is happening after you become a mom and kids and all the changes that the society, one job or career, you start to adapt. But think about what is your biggest quality. What all your best friends, the one that really know you, will call you to do it. Do they call you to have ideas and to be inspirational? Or do they call you to be always that one that is there, to give you the big nourishing hug, the support, that you are that person in your group of friends? Or they trust in you to do something, to make a task, to tell the truth straightforward, to help you to take a decision. That's the journey to discover your essence, to discover your biggest quality, what you really came to do in the world. What's your best qualities, what you should feed and nourishing and use it, and what you could learn that's missing on you and you can use as a pair, you can use as a partner. So if you know you have this, the best quality, you surround yourself with the other qualities, the other doshas, the other prakrutis. Because easily, after you learn this, you're easily gonna see these best qualities on people. But be careful. Once we judge just by appearance, we can be classifying people because of their imbalances. And sometimes what's imbalanced on us is the one that most shine. You must see it. When we talk about imbalances, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. So this is a deep down job. Is what you do for someone that you know very well. Behind the masks, behind the hurts. Because when you hurt, when you have to adapt, you hide your qualities and you show the opposite. So this is something that's very easily seen in kids. You always know which one is bit more airy, fairy, but very intuitive. You always know the kids that are more mothering and considerative and sensitive and stable. And you always pick the kids that are leader, that are natural leader, that are always putting things together, being practical, and let's do this game, I organize like here. Easily observing kids. That's the time. Is very fun to observe the sense. And that is sense that we have to nourish in that kid and never destroy. Never try to ask her to adapt. I want you to be a bit less, not as much leader. Here, let's change. I want you to be more communicative. If you're a shy, nourishing person, understand that most of the times is the time that we start to lose our sense. And that's why it's so difficult someone from outside, a practitioner or someone in the internet, for the first time tell who you are. Because that job is a long-term job. I have to know you in your first years, in your sense, in deep down. And that job is easily done by yourself. The ones that come with just one dosha. And that's easier to manage in terms of health during the life. But it's not that common. The most common will come be dosha. That's why when I said all this, you probably resonate with more than one. We resonate with two. But you probably have a strong one and a secondary one. So you are Vata, Kapha, or Pitta, Kapha. Myself, for example, so far, what I've been unveiling of myself, I am Vata, Pitta. Sometimes I feel the Pitta is stronger, sometimes the Vata is stronger, and I'm still, after all these years, 8 years studying Ayurveda, I'm still unveiling and trying to understand what was imbalances that I pick in my childhood. What is it really that I have to balance? And maybe when I balance and I clean, I see that my real doshas, they come out much more, because your real essence doesn't give you trouble, doesn't give you health issues. That's not how you define your practice. You define your essence by your health issues. Your real essence is your biggest qualities. And around the life, you also can develop a lot of them. When you have kids and things happen to you, you have the other ones a bit weaker in predominance, but you work on them. And you can be a bit more balanced, but you're always going to have a natural talent, a natural tendency. That's never going to change, remember. But that's why I like to say that's very common. We resonate with more than one. And sometimes, a bit more rare, even 3 of them. There is 3 dosha. You can be Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Yes, you can. So you can be one dosha, Vata, or Pitta, or Kapha. You can be bidosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Kapha, Vata, or Vata, Pitta, or Pitta, Vata. Or you can be tridoshic. All of them are very similar. You have all of them expressing very strongly without major health issues.